Welcome to an introduction to the art of great conversations. My name is Igor Ledochowski, and I'm tremendously excited to have this opportunity to share with you some of the ideas that I have found invaluable over the last 10 years as a professional communicator, both as an international lawyer and later as a coach to some of the high-flying executives in Fortune 500 companies. The skills, insights, and techniques I want to share with you today are some of the most important things you will ever learn. But why should you learn the art of having great conversations? Human beings are social animals. No matter what you do, whether you're a student, a nurse, or a city lawyer, everything depends on your ability to communicate with other people. And at the heart of that communication lies the art of conversation. No matter what you talk about, whether it's about a technical brief, about a medical condition, or about some long-dead philosopher, whatever you're talking about requires some kind of interchange and exchange between two people. When you do this well, amazing doors open to you. Clients come pouring in, doors unlock for you, new information comes out. When two people talk together and have a great conversation, they come up on ideas which neither one of them individually could ever have thought of. It creates a real synergy between human beings. To give you an example, one of my coaching clients for a while was Procter Gamble in the UK. And one of the things they did, which was immensely wise, is they got rid of all their meeting rooms. All meetings took part in the same large space out in their foyer, which had been turned into a sort of makeshift coffee shop. It was beautiful and elegant and had lovely sofas everywhere you can sit in and coffee places around the edges as well. Now, the reason this was an inspired choice is because it forced other people to interact with other. They had so many problems solved, so many solutions which no one would have thought of, and so many new ideas for product launches, just because random people would bump into each other and have a conversation that would never have happened otherwise, that they realized that this was one of the wisest choices they ever made. I have worked with international auditing and accountancy firms, and all of them have increased their sales purely by the ability to talk to existing customers and by creating a better relationship, suddenly realizing out of one of these spontaneous conversations that there are other things they can do to help their clients and at the same time, of course, make more money for themselves as well. Everyone wins as a result. Of course, it wasn't just existing clients that brought more work to them. They also found new clients in all kinds of strange places. One of them was literally at an airport typing away when he spoke to the person next to him because his plane was delayed, and guess what? It turns out this person ran a large company, and just at that moment, they were looking to change auditors. Guess who was invited to make a proposal and ended up winning a brand new client that the firm could never even have talked to using traditional means? But the art of conversation doesn't just get you new clients. It can also help you avoid difficult problems which might otherwise arise. An interesting statistic is to realize that doctors who have a good client relationship, who treat their clients as real human beings and acknowledge them and take care of them as people, almost never get sued. The doctors that are constantly being sued are not even the ones that make the mistakes more often. They're the ones who have a very poor relationship with their clients get sued, even if they make fewer mistakes than their colleagues, because their relationship doesn't bear up to it, and a small affront can be very costly in the end. But in some respects, as important as all these reasons are, these are quite superficial reasons because being able to converse with another human being goes right down to the core of who we are. If you can master the art of great conversation, you'll never ever again be lonely. You'll never again be without friends. If you go through a spate of bad luck, as happens in life from time to time, you know you'll always have friends to count on no matter what happens, because you'll have such a powerful relationship with them that they'll stand by your side. Understanding the rules of conversations and the insights that turn ordinary conversation into something extraordinary is also something that is the root of any relationship, be it romantic or business. And I can't help but thinking that so many more divorces and other family problems could be avoided if the people involved knew some of the things that we're going to be covering here. I sincerely hope that the things you will learn on this introduction to the art of great conversation will give you improvements in your life that that you can't even think of right now. And to that end, I have tried to fill this introduction with as much detail, with as much content as I could pack into these CDs. In fact, these 2 CDs were originally meant to be just the one, but I couldn't contain myself to 1 CD's worth of content. I had to put more in there for you. Now, as we're ready to launch into this course, I want to tell you a little bit about what you can expect to get from these 2 CDs. We're going to start off with the foundations of a great conversations, the general principles, the general skills, and the insight that a conversation is a performance art. So you have to learn how to shape your performance, to take a diamond from the rough and polish it until it becomes a beautiful gleaming jewel. Then we'll look at how to start a conversation. I'm going to reveal to you the 5 most powerful ways to start a conversation with anyone, anytime, any place, and anywhere. Once you know how to start a conversation with anyone, you're going to learn how to easily break the ice so you can turn slightly awkward or stilted conversations into smooth and interesting conversations themselves. We're going to look at how to run a conversation. What are the rules or the mechanisms behind it? And how do you avoid conversations going wrong? That, of course, takes us through to how to manage or troubleshoot a conversation. How do you rescue a dying conversation? How do you break a boring topic? How do you stop someone from talking about things which are dangerous to talk about, which could lead to arguments and disagreements? Finally, you'll discover how to smoothly end a conversation whilst keeping everyone happy. When you put all these things together, you'll have a complete blueprint of how to have a great conversation, no matter who you're talking to or where you're talking to them. Once you can do that, you'll have one of the master keys to life, because you'll have the ability to relate to people in a much deeper way. So, as soon as you're ready to start this introductory program, just sit back, relax, and enjoy learning the art of great conversations.
To continue with the rest of the training, click the link in the description box to download the rest of the videos for free.